Alright guys, we're gonna switch it up a little bit. We're gonna move away from the Blazer for a little bit, and we're gonna come and work on a new project, and it's gonna be pretty cool. It's we're gonna be doing a 77 Loadstar International on a Dodge 3500 chassis. Yeah, so we'll check it out right now. We're just coming to the shop. We're gonna work on it, take the cab of the Loadstar off the original frame, and then we're gonna take it to the shop, and then we're gonna get it ready for the Dodge chassis. So let's go. Okay guys, what we're starting with is a 1977 International Loadstar 1600. It's a pretty good body. We bought it because it's in really good condition. We went ahead and purchased a 2007 Dodge 3500 dually, but all we really need is the frame. We got the International Loadstar body off the chassis. We made a custom frame for it so we can transport it on the trailer. Oh yeah. I just can't get it to come straight. Oh my god. Watch your truck. That looks good. More air. So here it is, we made it. We're about to unload this cab and bring it into the shop so we can get started on it. Now that it's gonna go in there. So the cab actually fits very well on the chassis. Although we had it too far back, we needed to bring it forward about 12 inches or so because tires were just not centered in the fender wells. As you can see here, it's sitting way too far back, the chassis, so we got to bring it forward, try and get the tires centered into the fender wells. But the cab actually fits pretty well on top of the chassis, so there's some notching that we have to do to actually sit it low. Here we got to get off the cab mounts because it's just all this whole front piece is just wasted. It's gonna stick out way too far. We're gonna have to cut about 6 inches or so off the front of the frame so that it doesn't fit past the grill. So we're notching all this off, cutting off the brackets. We're gonna actually save those brackets and reuse them so we can weld them onto the rear of the frame where the back of the cab sits, and you'll see that in a little bit.
clubs, late night shows, boogie down at the bar, fiddle tunes and homemade booze, but it always goes too far. Shooting pool, crack a jack, take off now and don't look back. But hey,
Yeah. Yeah, for the most part. I mean
just
it's
get
not
it down.
straight, but it's not like completely 100% straight, but
Well, it tapers in pretty good, honestly.
yeah, it's got a weird bend to it. Pretty crazy, bro. Uh-oh. Looks pretty damn good to me, bro. Pretty good. Now the back, we won't be able to cut the back because we can't see the. We can't get to it because of the fenders.
Yeah, but we can move those when we need to cut it.
But
Get a measurement from here to that where that firewall where it sits
Yeah.
on both sides and see how awesome they are. Give or take. You're just following the line out, right?
well, I'm gonna try and follow it.
But you know how that goes. Oh yeah, dude, we have to cut the fender back. So about so forth. Do we have any more bolts?
Man, that's another 4 inches, dude.
This one? Oh, shit. Okay.
That looks like how it's supposed to be.
And then the exhaust for the turbos, dude?
Yeah.
The stacks. Connect straight to the stacks.
Yeah, dude, that's what I want to do. Make those little elbows that go from like 3.5 to like 4 or 5, whatever we're gonna do the exhaust.
That'd be sick, dude.
2 big chrome stacks in the back. All right, so we need the ones that run.
Well, first, can we?
There's a freaking door hammer.
We're in, right?
Yeah, yeah.
I think it was because it's bent. You know what though, dude? Now that I'm thinking about it, this piece right here that we saved, it's the piece that went to the original the radiator support. We're not using that one anymore.
Oh yeah.
So we probably don't even need to cut the frame. Or yeah, we do. We would need to cut the frame, but like you said, we'd have to do the little.
Yeah, all we need that front part of the frame for is the swing bar. That's it.
We don't even need that. If we didn't have a sway bar, we wouldn't even use that. Okay, now the front end should be pretty squared up.
All right, so we ran into a little bit of a problem right here. The firewall sits right there. So the top of the cab sits up here. The bottom of the cab sits, or the back of the cab sits down here. So we have a big gap right here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna notch the frame, sink the cab into it, box it all in, fish plate it on both sides. And that thing should sit pretty damn low and even. So this is exactly where we're gonna notch the frame. It's gonna go up at an 80-degree angle that follows the firewall of the cab. So it'll actually, once we box it all in, the cab should sit in there perfectly and sit nice and low. And the cab should fit level all the way to the back. So we're actually trying to mock up the cab, bringing it forward and trying to see exactly where we want it to sit so we can know how much of the front of the chassis we have to cut off. So the truck is actually sitting pretty low. Maybe a little too low, but I think it looks pretty damn cool the way it sits. But yeah, that might be too damn low. But whatever, I think it's cool. All right, so we notched the frame so that we can sit the body, actually channel it into the frame. So we cut the frame out and now we have to box it in, weld it all up, and then sit the body back on it and see how it fits. So this is what it looks like. that should be fairly strong. I'm not too worried about it. And I'm also gonna fish plate this end and the other end on both sides. So it should be super, super strong. I'm not worried about it. But yeah, that's what it looks like.